It's hard to. Yes.
Hey MinkToes, this is Vention. I'm just making a video on how to operate a dump truck for some of the people around here. And it's an old 1973-ish Kenworth, and wow, is it? It has been around the block, but I have managed to patch it together enough to haul dirt. So, what do you say we go over the controls, the basic controls? That is, for the let's just say, let's go ahead and start with, let's go ahead and just start with starting it. Okay, this is the key switch right here. And if you put it in accessory mode like so and leave it, you'll kill the batteries after about a day. But when you shut it off, just make sure you're able to pull the key out, but don't lose the key. Okay, so cranking it on, you just turn it to the on position, and then you hit the start button. Unless it's cold, then you'll have to hit the ether start while you're cranking it, and there's the ether start right there. When you hit it very briefly. Don't hit it for more than a second. Just boom, and that's it. And then that will be enough to light it off. So go ahead, if you would. Let's go ahead and hold that, and let's trade places. And I'll edit this thing down to like a minute or so. Okay, now we are in. Now we are. The ignition is on, and now basically you make sure that it's out of gear. Make sure when you back up, you have the door closed. And then you fire. This is the parking brake right here. This is released. I'm sorry, that's set. This is released, and you can hear that it releases when you flip it like so. The air is evacuated. Then you know that your brakes are set. So hit the clutch like so. Push the clutch down like most of the way, and then fire it up. Now, if we had a clutch brake, I could put it all the way down, and then I could pop it into reverse, and it wouldn't grind the gears. But the clutch brake, I think, is broken, so we might grind the gears a little bit going into reverse. Just barely. Okay, now I'm going to release the brakes and back up. Releasing the brakes, and letting out on the clutch, and backing up. Just when you're backing up, watch watch your rear wheels in both mirrors, and then you can get your lane placement. That goes for going forward as well. So road's turning a little bit. This wheel has to turn about 3 times more than a normal wheel. Otherwise, because I think they have it set this way because just in case the power steering goes out. And now we're backing up. I'm going to go ahead and back up out of the way because it looks like everybody's getting ready to leave. So I'm just going to back out onto the main road. Yeah, this is a lot easier backing this thing out with a mirror on it. Now I'll start easing around to the right. Now I can see in the rearview mirror where that dirt berm is, and now my wheels are past it, so I'm going to crank it hard. And almost made it. I'm going to back up a little bit, and then we'll operate the dump. Okay, now I have it out of gear, and I'm going to set the brake. I'm going to operate the throttle so it doesn't die. And now I'm going to raise the dump bed. In order to raise the dump bed, you have to push the clutch in and then pull the PTO control out. And then you can use this orange handle to lift the dump bed up and down. So it's out of here. Some people, when you do start dumping, you're gonna want to be in like low gear when it's up, and then you release it and then come forward very slowly, and then all the dirt piles out onto the ground. But otherwise it can just it can jam back there, so you're going to end up needing to pull forward to let the dirt pile out. And the most important thing, if I ever say anything about a dump truck, the most important thing about the dump truck is you don't want to be lifting a full load of gravel or dirt when your truck is tilted more than just a little bit, because when you do, that center of gravity will flip out from under the wheels. Then you'll go over and you could kill somebody, yourself or anybody else. It's real. So you want to be very careful. Be as level as you can be before you operate that dump bed. So I'm going to put it into PTO mode to allow the dump to work. So clutch, operating the clutch, or push the clutch down, then pull out, pardon the grinding, pull out on the PTO, and then let out on the clutch, and now the orange handle is able to operate the dump bed. Now I'm going to roll the dump bed back. Now I'm going to release the jaws on the dump bed, the rear door, and you can see right here it says fifth wheel for some reason, but it's actually the door lock, the jaw locking mechanism for the rear door. And I will release it, and then it should be open. Let's go ahead and shut it off and see if the door opened. Did you? Oh, somebody locked the safety chain. I might have done
Oh, I think I did.
Okay. So anyway, the safety chain is locked, so it's not going to open. But you get the point. So now you don't have to run the engine to drop the bed back down. Let's go ahead and just grab the orange handle and push it forward, and kind of slow it down a little bit toward the bottom, or you'll crash really hard. It's nothing subtle about this truck. Okay, and now we're down. So I'm taking it out of gear, deactivating the PTO. So now it's a truck again, instead of a dumper. And let's fire it up. Huh, that's weird. Okay, now it's better. See how new I am at this? I'm much better at fixing these things than driving them. Okay, putting it into low gear. This is the low right there. And releasing the brakes. And we're rolling forward. Not the smoothest clutch operation. Now I'm going to try to shift. Grind. 1973 dump truck, you can watch this video first. Any particular place to go? I'll go around that corner again. I'll just edit most of this part out.
That's okay. Yeah, my gimbal's a little off.
That's the poor man's gimbal. See if I can make it around this corner. Down there, right?
Just before that gravel pile.
I'll downshift for this. Call me a wuss if you want. I like to go down hills like this smooth. Driver, he'd been cringing by the grinding. Okay, are we taking it back to the boneyard?
Sure, yeah.
Go ahead and hit stop.